Good evening, supervisors. My name is Charlie Goss. I'm here representing the San Francisco Apartment Association and also Share Better San Francisco. I didn't prepare a formal public comment, but I've been listening today and I've heard a lot of things. And some of the things that I've heard from the home sharers is that they have this extra space, they need short-term rental income to survive in San Francisco, but they would never rent it out to a tenant. And it seems strange to me that somebody who desperately needs to have rental income would automatically never rent to a tenant. This space would just be unusable. That seems to contradict sort of the need for rental income. You need rental income from a short-term resident, but you don't need rental income from a long-term resident. And it kind of makes me think, why? What's the difference between a short-term resident and a long-term one? And long-term residents are tenants, and I guess what I'm hearing is that tenants in San Francisco are pesky. They come with pesky things like tenants' rights. They come with pesky things like rent control. And they come with pesky things like a right to the apartment at its current rate and a set of eviction protections. And what I'm hearing is that these people have a space to rent, but they don't want to deal with rent control. And so I want to give a strong warning that without regulation on this issue, and we know it's a new issue and we know it's difficult to regulate, but without regulation, we will see people, landlords, property owners, master tenants, citywide, making these same economic decisions. Why would you rent to a tenant when you can rent to a short-term tenant who has no rights? Why would you rent to somebody who is eviction protected? We can maximize your income renting to somebody else. We need to think of what we are incentivizing our individuals in the city to do and the impacts that it has citywide. We know that that Airbnb is a San Francisco company. We know that Airbnb's business is bigger than San Francisco. We know that Airbnb is on their way to an IPO, and we can support them in doing so while still regulating our valuable, affordable.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.